The training dome on Orcs 7 Academy echoed with metallic thuds and grunts as species from across the galaxy tested their skills. Clawed, scaled, and armored beings moved with home precision. It was the top interspecies combat institute in the Orion Arm, a place where the strong survived and the weak were mocked, exiled. Or worse, in the farthest corner stood a quiet human girl named Lyra Vale. She never spoke during drills, never taunted, never flinched. The instructors assumed she was timid, a mistake most aliens made about humans before they truly saw them. Lyra Vale, Instructor Kurthik growled, his 6 tusks twitching with boredom. "You're up. Combat demonstration. Pick your opponent." A dozen alien cadets smirked. Most of them had seen Lyra fail to match pace in group drills. A few had whispered the word fragile, but Lyra just pointed, not at the easy options. She pointed to Zalyuan. The dome went silent. Zalyuan was a Jannari apex warrior, a predator bred and modified across generations to be perfect in combat. He had never lost a duel, not once. He towered over everyone, his exoskeletal armor glinting with neural enhancements. He was faster than sound, deadlier than most war machines, and carried a reputation soaked in broken bones. "You challenge me?" Zalyuran's voice was a grinding growl. "I do not spar. I finish," Lyra shrugged. "That's fine." The other students backed away like a wave retreating from an incoming meteor. Kurthik gave a low, amused rumble. "Begin." Zalyuran lunged forward, claws blurring. Lyra didn't move, not even a blink. The first strike, enough to decapitate. A mech passed through air. Lyra had already moved low, twisting. Under his arc, her hand snapped out. 2 fingers struck his side, precisely at the intercostal neural junction. It was over in 2.3 seconds. Zalyuran lay twitching on the mat, his body locked, unconscious. Every system in forced shutdown. The dome was dead silent. Then Instructor Kurthik slowly stood, his 4 eyes wide. "Medical unit, now." No one moved. Lyra stepped back, calm, breathing even. She looked at Kurthik. "Was that acceptable?" The old warrior grunted. "Where did you learn that strike?" She tilted her head. "My grandmother taught it to me. She was a combat medic in Earth's last surface war. Taught me how to stop a heart with 2 fingers." Kurth said nothing for a long moment. "Then you passed." The next day, no one mocked her silence. 3 weeks later, instructor debriefing, Galactic Security Council HQ. "Explain it again," the alien general said, watching the combat footage. "That human girl disabled the Jannari apex warrior in under 3 seconds?" "Yes, sir," Kurthik said, claws nervously clacking. "With no weapons, no armor, no augmentations. Just human anatomy and training. But how?" "The Jannari were designed to be unbeatable." Kurthik nodded grimly. "That's the problem. Jannari were engineered, predictable, powerful, yes, but linear. And the human? She's not even considered elite by her species. That was just instinct and ancestral knowledge. Imagine what their actual special forces can do." The room fell silent. Meanwhile, back at Orcs 7, Lyra walked the halls alone, still mostly quiet. But now the stares she received were different. Not of mockery, but of respect. Even the Vorkany twins, who once called her a bone puppet, now nodded in greeting. Quietly, Zalyuan, recently recovered and surprisingly humble, approached her one morning. "I studied your strike." "It should not have worked on me," he said. "It's not about should," Lyra replied. "It's about knowing where to hit and when." He nodded solemnly. "You are dangerous." "I'm human," she said simply. Then she walked off. Unknown to Lyra, word had spread. Across systems, whispers began to grow. One name passed from commander to commander. Not hers, but the silent one. Stories mutated. Some said she moved faster than light. Others claimed she fought off 3 apex warriors alone. Many dismissed them as myths, but one thing was becoming clear. The galaxy had underestimated humanity. Again, and they were about to pay the price back on Earth. Military archive, Black Section 8, woman in a long coat watched Lyra's footage. On a cracked monitor, "She's ready," she muttered down another figure's step from the shadows. "For what?" The woman smiled coldly. "For the program. She doesn't even know it yet, but she's exactly what we need." Final scene. Lyra's dorm, late night. Lyra stared at the stars from her window dock. In her hand was a small pendant, a gift from her grandmother. On the back, a quote etched in fading letters. "Be quiet, strike hard, leave legends." She smiled faintly, because for the first time, she felt it too. The galaxy was watching her, and they were right to be afraid.